is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Hello there, good morning and welcome along to UBC Good Morning Uganda Extra. I'm Jerome Paul Sonko. Today we do have quite a different conversation for the show, and we will be having conversations rotating around safety and creating a safer Uganda health-wise, and of course also creating room for safer conversations and healthy workspaces. So in that particular category of discussions is where we will definitely be trying to break down how you, a Ugandan, an employed Ugandan, how you can actually fit into the different workspaces and how you can actually lead the same conversations that will create a safer Uganda or a safer tomorrow for all our Ugandans. And I want to believe that you, the viewer, will definitely be highly interested in our conversation this morning. Now with me I do have two guests who are here to help us understand more about safety in workspaces, safety in the country, but rotating around health. With me at my extreme left I do have Mr. Agaba Derek. Agaba Derek is the Communications Officer or Head of Communications at the Safety and Health Association of Uganda. Good morning and many thanks for joining us, Agaba.
Good morning once again, Mr. Joram. I'm happy to be here today.
All right. And in between us, we do have a lady, that is Rachel Natokunda, who is also joining us from the Safety, and that is from the Safety and Health Association of Uganda, abbreviated as SHAO. She works as the executive committee. She serves as an executive committee member. Good morning, Rachel. Many thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Mr. Joram. Thank you for having us here.
Okay, pleasure is mine to having you this morning. I'll start with Mr. Agaba though, in relation to Safety and Health Association of Uganda. What does this represent and what does it stand for?
Well, thank you very much. So you've been talking about SHAO, and a listener, a viewer outside there will be wanting to know what SHAO stands for.
I actually thought it's a Chinese name.
Oh, wow, yeah. Many people actually say that. So SHAO stands for Safety and Health Association of Uganda. Now, this Safety and Health Association of Uganda is a professional member-based association that was actually founded in 2017. So we've been around. Okay. We have our founding members, the visionary leaders, under the names of Mr. Wamboga, who's the first interim president. There's Mr. Shaban, actually the visionary person, the person who initiated the idea of having a SHAO. So early this year, in February 2023, we actually had our very first ever election that was manned at Kampala, but then having members from all over the country within the profession voting. So we literally right now have a fully fledged member-based association that is actually recognized by Ministry of Gender and Labour, which is the governing body, which is the government entity that governs safety and health of people at workplaces.
Okay. Looking deeper into what you've actually mentioned since the establishment, my viewer would as well wonder, what were the major objectives or the core objectives, or what were you aiming at as we started here? This will go to you, Rachel.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Jerome. So the major objectives of the association are to build a member-based professional body.
Okay.
So we want to build capacity in the professionalism of health and safety, and we also want to, our aims are to collaborate with other institutes, associations out there that share the same goal with us. We want to build a generation that is safety oriented. Okay. We want to make safety like a core value, you know, at the center of everything that we do.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, the catchword here is safety. You've mentioned safety a couple of times, the same as Derek. Now, I'd want to understand the concept of safety and what should the viewer understand about workplace safety, because I did mention in my introduction that we are looking at safety for the employed Ugandans, but also not leaving aside Ugandans in general. So if you're to put it in the workplace perspective, what is, workplace safety for my Ugandan out there who is just getting into the job market for the very first time, let's say, or even that one who has actually been in the workspace but doesn't understand safety?
Well, workplace safety, like you put it, it is also known as occupational safety and health, actually talking about the safety and health of employees while at work. So this is actually, when you look at how World Health Organization defined workplace health and safety, they say this is a complete state of physical, mental and social well-being of workers while at work. Now, if we look at the complete the state of complete physical being of a person, a worker is supposed to be physically fit. They are not supposed to be suffering injury from the trade that they're doing. A worker is supposed to be mentally sound. So in other words, you don't need to have workers that are having issues with their minds, workers that are not stable while at work. We also look at the social well-being of workers. So in social well-being, we look at the environment within which the worker operates. And if you look at talking at the environment within which the workers operate, it's where I want to also interest you with this information. When we talk about workplace safety, in most cases, people think we are referring to workers in industries, in factories only. No. If you look at the definition of a workplace in our Occupational Safety and Health Act of 2006, it is actually a place where someone conducts their work. So, Mr. Joram, I know you have a family, right?
I do.
Oh, yeah, oh yes, you could be.
I do have one where I come from.
Oh yes, oh yes. You could be having a housemaid at home.
No, I don't.
You don't?
Currently,
okay.
I don't. Yeah.
Okay, there are people, there are Ugandans outside there who have housemaids.
Even my neighbors do have.
Yes. So you look at this housemaid conducting her work. Your home is their workplace. We look at a border person outside there on the road. The road is their workplace.
Yes.
We look at you, Mr. Joram, the chair you're seated in. This is your workplace.
Yes.
And really, if the environment within which you're working is not meant for you to work fit, it means it's going to affect your health at the end of the day. For instance, chairs are related to what we refer to as ergonomics in safety and health. So at the end of the day, you might realize that because of the chair you're seated in, your posture is going to affect you at the end of the day. So this is what we refer to as workplace safety.
Oh, wow. And of course, you've mentioned workplace safety. Now, my viewers will as well want to understand. The reason as why I'm turning my focus on the viewers today is simply because this looks like information that is very vital and important. Rachel, how important is workplace safety? You know, if we're to talk about what it is, we all have our workplaces, workspaces, and all that. But how important is work safety? Let's say work safety, and why should I pay a lot of attention to it if I'm seeking for employment?
Okay, thank you very much, Joram, for that question. So I'll pose a question also to the viewers. Before I give you my professional view, just think about it. Why is it important for you to go home safely? Why is it important for you to work safely? Why is a safe workplace important for you? Most of us spend most of our time at our workplaces. Why is it important that your workplace should be safe? Yeah? Mr. Joram, why is it important for you? So, yes.
Because it has a lot of, my mental health has to be, it's at stake in the same space.
Yeah.
And then also, my health as well, mental health, physical health is always at stake if I'm in this space. So that means it has to be a priority for me.
Thank you very much. So I'll just build on what Mr. Joram mentioned. So workplace safety is very important in many ways. Legal. My colleague will elaborate on the legislation of workplace safety. So this year, the ILO, the International Labour Organization, stated that safety is a fundamental right.
True.
Yeah, we have the OSH Act, we have the Employment Act, we have the IFC standards. All these make it legal. Yeah, workplace safety is like a legal requirement. So for you to be compliant as an employer, then you have to make sure that your workplace is compliant to all these standards and laws that are out there. Then the other reason could be cost. Some of us think safety is costly, but imagine if your factory blew up, like it burns to the ground. Where do you start from? Yeah, in safety we are preparing you for those things. We are making sure before your factory burns down, you have put all these control measures in place. Some of you say, oh yes, I have insurance, I'm insured. But insurance, we have a theory in safety, the iceberg theory. I won't get into detail.
Okay.
So in the iceberg theory, we see that insurance only covers the tip. We know what the iceberg looks like.
Okay.
So the insurance doesn't cover the bigger picture. It's just covering that small thing. But the other things, yeah, that are going to cost you, production will go down. If there happened an accident on your site, probably people won't work.
True.
The morale will be lost. Production will go down. All these are costs that we may not really quantify, but those are costs that can be within, that can be as a result of poor workplace safety.
Okay.
Then morally it is right, yeah, to make sure your workplace is safe.
Okay. Derek, before I come to you, just to my viewers out there, also a quick reminder, the 2023 Labour's Day theme was also rotating around safety. The theme was a safe and healthy working environment is a fundamental principle and right at work. That is in relation to the International Labour Organization theme for this year's celebrations internationally. So the element of a safe and healthy environment being a key priority, and it's the same kind of situation or conversation that we're having this morning. Derek, you wanted to add something into what Rachel was saying.
Yes, I actually wanted to add something. If you talk about how important safety and health of workers is, I would want to actually interest you with some history, how actually safety and health comes into play.
Sure.
Yes, you realize when we look into history, we read that in the ancient Egyptian colonies, you realize that these people had safety and health in place. The times of silver and gold, they realized that workers were being exposed to the fumes that were coming from those activities. And what these people did put in play was to make sure that at least whenever they are doing construction services, there's a guard, there's a security guard that is protecting the workplace. These workers are provided with at least some clothes to ensure that they are safe, they're not being exposed like without. We look at, if you also look at history, they say the Hammurabi law. We realize that it was a law in the Egyptian era whereby they said if a worker loses, maybe for instance, loses an eye, an employer was meant to make sure they compensate the worker or they pay for the costs of the treatment. Yes. So that's how safety and health evolves within the world. But now, how is it important? Okay. We as human beings, we have people who are employers, but still it doesn't take away the right that you're a human being. You really feel for a fellow human being. So we wouldn't want to expose our fellow human beings to dangerous occurrences within the workplace. But then also, if you look at the burden we are putting on our country, currently they tell us in Uganda we are spending over 239 million just on treatment of accident victims on a daily. So just look at that burden on the country. There's a report that was also issued by International Labour Organization, which says 3.4% of Uganda's GDP is actually spent on workplace accidents. So,
Derek, sorry to cut you short. As the Safety and Health Association of Uganda, this brings me to my question of, have you collaborated or have you had partnerships with government or private sector players and had conversations or discussions about safety and how companies can actually create a safer environment for the workers?
Oh yeah, my colleague can also elaborate more on partnerships. But firstly, like I said, we've partnered with the Ministry of Gender and Labour under the Department of Occupational Safety. Okay. Like I said, that's the entity that governs occupational safety and health within the country. We have partnerships with various organizations outside there. I don't know if I'm allowed to say them out. Yeah, we have partnerships with entities like Nikosha. Actually, they did sponsor our our show today, and Finesi Consultancy. We have partnerships with various various safety professional bodies. For instance, the Tanzania Safety and Health Association, the Kenya Safety and Health Association as well. So we are trying to build the civic space for safety and health within the country, but also beyond our borders. In terms of safety and health, yeah.
Okay. Speaking of partnerships and collaborations, Derek says you have more about the information the same. Yeah. So I would wish to know, have you as the association worked with government, or besides the Ministry of Gender and Labour, the Ministry of Gender and Labour, have you also worked with any other private organization or organizations in the space here in Uganda to ensure that we have safety at workspaces, so that any employee who is coming in is really confident about where they're going to work from?
We've had partnerships with several organizations.
Sure.
Recently we had a road safety run in partnership with Initiative for Road Safety. So we partner with people that share the same goal with us. We share awareness on workplace safety. He mentioned the Kenyan Workplace Safety Association, the Tanzanian Occupational Health and Safety Association, and this shows our commitment to safety on an international level, because now it's East Africa, meaning the next thing we're going out to make to promote work safety internationally and work on collaborations that can benefit employers, employees in this objective of workplace safety.
Speaking of collaborations and partnerships, why would, let's say, company, UBC, an entity, government entity, or let's say any other private entity out there, why would they choose to partner with the Safety and Health Association of Uganda? What is so special about the association? What is the X factor?
Derek mentioned we're member based body. So what does that mean? We have a pool of professionals from all the industries, oil and gas, mining, agriculture, mention it. So we bring knowledge. And once you have access to our members, you have access to their companies. As UBC, why would you collaborate with us? We bring you content on Workplace Safety and Health Association. We are bringing information. You're aligning with our objective of creating awareness and building a safer tomorrow and a safer nation. So we are bringing that awareness. We do trainings. For example, we can have a training for the UBC staff on ergonomics. He mentioned ergonomics, you know, and how we can make sure this workplace is safe for the employees and also for the employer not to make losses. Because we saw workplace safety is not just the employees, also you want to protect your business. That is workplace safety. Yes.
Speaking about laws around workplaces, which laws should the HR or let's say the human resource officers or managers have at the back of their mind? Because now the human resource office is always playing around. You know, they are always the main character when it comes to workspaces. They manage everything because you are the human capital manager now, if I'm to put it in that way. So which laws, which human resource laws can be used or should be used to create safety at workplaces?
Well, actually Uganda has a very rich legal framework when it comes to occupational safety and health, protecting the workers' rights. If I can take you back to the Constitution, in Article 39, it talks about every Ugandan being entitled to a safe and healthy environment. So actually this gives us the right as every Ugandan to make sure that people within our premises are safe and healthy. Then if you also look at when you look at the pre-independence era of Uganda, we literally didn't have much of legislations in terms of safety and health. But then post-independence,
things changed.
There came the Factories Act in 1954, which was actually advocating for rights of workers while they are doing constructions, which also advocated for some issues that are supposed to be put in place before the construction of anything goes on. Fortunately, that Factories Act of 1954 is still into play as of now. It's what we also still use. Then when When we came to 2006, we were going to CHOGM. There was a CHOGM Common Heads meeting in 2007, and one of the requirements was that Uganda is supposed to ensure that it protects the rights of their workers. So we went ahead and put into place the Occupational Safety and Health Act of 2006. So this is the legal framework that actually deals entirely with occupational safety and health of workers. Then there are also other regulations that are entirely HR and also for the workers. There is the Compensation Act of 2006. There's the Employment Act as well. So you realize that we have a very rich framework of legal matters. Yeah.
When we return after the break, we're going to have conversations around if in case your workplace is not safe. These two will help me understand how do you notice that there is something missing in relation to the safety of your workspace, and how do you find them? Where can you get them in case you have such situations happening? Or if you're running a company, by the way, how can you collaborate with them as well to ensure that at least you can create conversations or you can set up structures that create safety? But most especially and most important is you as a worker, how can you get to the association in case there is no safety in the workspaces? We are still discussing safety in workspaces, but creating room for a safer Uganda, not only in the workplaces, but also in the environment and societies we live in, because everybody is rendering a service, or you are a worker somehow. You may be a business owner or maybe an employee. That and more is what we are definitely going to be discussing immediately after the break. So stick around to UBC Good Morning Uganda Extra as we return shortly.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
African Airline Association, in conjunction with Uganda Airlines, presents the 55th AFRA Annual General Assembly between the 19th and 21st November 2023 at Speak Resort Hotel, Munyonyo, in the heart of Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. In attendance will be 500 high-profile African and global aviation leaders, 40 airline CEOs making strides to transform aviation for development. The 55th AFRA AGA is proudly powered by
Juko.
Yo.
Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Haven't you heard of the Parish Development Model PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, Sebatia. It is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a portrait project, and now things are moving.
Juko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. But what you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The Parish Development Model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
Mujinja Central Market twide wano okubanga twedusa abantu okuwaayo kumbaga ya mwenemu nga bakozesa momope kati je Mujinja Central Market sobola okubanga tuwayana abatyamye momope neri kwogeza abantu obwamu
tamu ndala otemu mukaga otemu itanga otemu sita onige isatu onige ash onige yes
aye nga tuwayo tikashi nga tuwayo nga tubita ku momope enkola ya MTN miga 70
Pay or shop with MTN Momo and get cash back every week. It's free of charge. Use the Momo app or dial *165 *3#.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala. This is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
We'll be back from the break and you're still watching UBC Good Morning Uganda Extra. I'm Joram Paul Sonko, taking you in for this conversation. Also, just a quick one as well. I have to remind you that the theme for this year's Labour's Day celebration, Labour's Day celebrations did occur in May. That was 1st of May 2023. And the theme by the International Labour Organization was a safe and healthy working environment is a fundamental principle and right at work. So when you look at all that, breaking down for you, you will clearly understand why we are having this conversation today. And the conversation, or what we are looking at today for us as UBC Good Morning Uganda Extra, is looking at a safer Uganda. A safer Uganda, or building a safer tomorrow for Ugandans, really. And I'm still with Derek Agaba. Derek Agaba is the communications at the Safety and Health Association of Uganda, SHAO. I didn't mention that I thought it is Chinese. Sadly, it's just an abbreviation to SHAO, rather to the Safety and Health Association of Uganda. Not only that, not only Derek, I also have Rachel Natkunda. Rachel Natkunda is an executive committee member of the Safety and Health Association of Uganda, or SHAO. So we are having conversations. Before the break, I am to remind you that I did mention you are an employee. Most of the workspaces in Uganda do not give written contracts, and some of them actually give verbal contracts, or people are just appointed verbally, or you receive a call and you've already been given a job. Now, circumstances come, the reason as to why we end up in these circumstances, is that you realize it is after you're desperate and you need a job. Maybe you've been unemployed for quite some time, or you are in a workplace that is not giving you money that you wish should be given to you, then you seek for greener pastures. Now, once you get into the job, in most cases, our main focus is always about the money. So when you're getting a good paycheck, at the end of it all, you feel like, yeah, that is all that matters. But then the element of safety comes in. That is why I do have two of my guests this morning breaking down the issue to do with safety. Derek, we have situations where Ugandans are working, but they don't know their rights, obligations, and anything that protects them. All that matters to them at the back of the mind is, at the end of the month or at the end of the week, I have this to receive, whether it's a wage or a salary or an allowance, name it. So if I'm to put it in this way, how does an employee, or how does a Ugandan know that this space is no longer safe for me to work? And how do I table in conversations that, well, I think we need to have some changes?
Well, how do Ugandans know that the workspace isn't safe?
Or healthy?
Oh yes. Well, like I said earlier, I said Uganda actually has a very rich legal framework.
Yeah, very true. But we have very good laws by the way, everywhere,
laws, yes, across. Yes. Yeah, exactly. But the problem is people outside there don't know their rights.
Okay.
There are people working in factories and they don't know that they are entitled to have PPE, personal protective equipment. There are people working with dangerous machines that are not protected, but they don't know that they can actually highlight this to the legal framework so that they can be protected. So this is actually what SHAO has come in to do, the Safety and Health Association of Uganda. We actually saw that the safety and health profession within Uganda is actually young and promising to grow. And the most important, for us, we think it's the most important for safety and health of workers. So we came in and kind of built a body of safety and health professionals. Within that body, we actually provide continuous trainings to our members. We do provide them with the current status of the ongoings in the industry. Why do we do all this? We want to have a workforce of safety and health officers outside there that can really advocate for workplace safety, that can ensure that the workers are safe while they're doing their work. Now we come to how a common Ugandan outside there, a worker, can ensure that they put this across. In workplaces, the Occupational Safety and Health Act of Uganda 2006 tells us that we are supposed to have workplace safety committees. So in other words, you as an employee, there's that committee in a workplace, if there is one, that you're supposed to air your grievances so that this committee puts it actually to the top management of the organization.
We do not have committees everywhere, by the way. I want us to look at it casually. Yes. You see, we do not have these committees everywhere.
That's true.
Being honest, and being candid with this, that when you look at some of the workspaces, people don't even greet their fellow workers, their fellow, workmates. So it's just, I wake up in the morning, I've come to work, I'll just say to the colleague next to me, hello, how are you? Because we have this element that your workmates aren't your,
they're not your friends.
Are not your friends. So it ends there. But speaking of the workspace safety and all that, let me get to the association. Now we've noticed that maybe the workspace isn't safe for me. We have no committee. A viewer out there has actually known today, or maybe those who are knowing what the association was doing, or it was already in place, didn't know what you do. Now, if I want to come to the association, maybe as a company or as an individual, how do I reach out to the Safety and Health Association of Uganda?
Okay, before I get to that part, I just wanted to beef up what Derek mentioned. As a worker, he mentioned the laws. You also said they're beautiful, good laws. But how many of us have actually read them? Those are like 60 pages. You can choose to read a page every day, and in 2 months, you'll have this law at the back of your head.
Of reading in Africa is a different thing.
Yeah, the element is not that, but now this is for your own safety.
True.
Before you stand up and say, this is my right, what is your right? It is spelled out in these laws. It is spelled out in the WASH Act. Yeah, it is spelled out in the Employment Act. Take time. It's just 60 pages, between 60 and 7. There's the IFC standards. Just read through them. Understand. Before you say your employer is against your rights, what rights are they? You have to build a case. But your case has to come from somewhere.
True.
Yeah? If you're saying this chair is not right, which chair do you deserve?
And why do you deserve
Why do you deserve it? What does this chair do? And part of what we are doing as an association is to create that awareness. We have the monthly trainings. We have the discourses on LinkedIn to discuss patent issues in safety. And we also put this content on our YouTube channel. Like, you can go there and follow up on what we've been training about. So this is what we do. We create awareness. We want to break down these things for you in small amounts so that you understand them step by step, but also take the initiative as a person to read and understand. So back to your question, how can people reach us?
True.
So if you want to reach us, we have our contacts on the website. We have phone numbers there, we have email addresses there. You can send an email, and then someone, the admin, will reach out to you. So I will also get into how you can join the association. That's fine. So how can you join us as an association? As an association, we appreciate the diversity that people come with. So we have different categories. So we have the student category for the students that are out there, and you're working in the line of safety, you're studying something close to safety, or you see your profession leading to safety. We have a student category. Then we have an associate category. An associate category is, for example, for people like you, Jerome, you're not exactly into safety, but then you like safety.
Yes.
You're interested in safety, so you become an associate member in the association. And then we have technical members. These are people that are hands-on. They hold some certificates in safety. We have graduate members, the people that hold degrees in safety or related subjects. And then we have the corporate membership. Now, this is where the companies come in. You have your company, and you want to be part of us. Yeah, you have an organization, an institute, and you want to work with us towards achieving our goals. We have that corporate membership, and then we have a honorary membership. Honorary membership is for people that are doing outstanding things out there in relation to safety and health.
You did mention the website. You didn't give the viewers the website.
Oh, it is shao.ug.org.
Let's talk about membership, Derek. If we have companies that want to partner with you, collaborate with you, which membership categories does the association have that is open for individuals or even companies, whether it's whether it's government entities or private entities? Which categories are available, and what are the fees attached? Are they free? How do I even get into the membership? What are the key things I need to have with me?
Oh, well, the categories of membership, like basically for companies, like you said, like my colleague highlighted, we have the corporate membership. That's for the organizations that really want to come and resonate with the final worker in a workspace. Literally, my colleague actually deals in partnerships, and she's going to elaborate on the costs, on the fees, which members can actually make sure they come and put across. But then you realize that once a company that is interested in the safety and health of workers, in the rights of that marginalized person down there, SHAU, the Safety and Health Association of Uganda, is actually fronting the same thing. So we really think the same way. There's no, the only thing you can do to help those workers is to come and resonate with us to ensure that we provide the services that we are putting out there to our members and then the workers within the Ugandan space.
Okay,
Yes.
so that is, I want to believe it is now giving room for everybody to really get into. Directions again, where can they find you? Physical direction, physical address of the offices?
Yeah, our offices are in Nakasero, next to Nakasero Primary School. Okay. Yes, after Frontis, there's a new hotel Frontis, and then there's Ujo Restaurant.
Okay.
Our offices are up there.
Okay, and of course you can reach out to them as you discuss matters to do with safety and all that. Well, we're heading into the festive season, and usually when we're heading to the festive season, November, December is when companies are giving out. Corporate social responsibility normally steps in. Not only that, companies tend to, to have end-of-year parties. They tend to have end-of-year dinners and the like. Because we are preparing for a new year, looking back at how the year has been, how ready are we for the next one. It's amazing times, if you ask me. And I don't know if you've got the chance to work for a company that does appreciate the efforts at the end of the year. Well, you definitely love to be to be part of such organizations. But speaking of the end of year organizations setting up parties and all that, we also have the SHAU dinner. SHAU again is the Safety and Health Association of Uganda. If I'm to put it into full
context.
Yeah, into full context. Now let's talk about the SHAU dinner. You do have a dinner.
Yeah.
Is it only going to be focusing on you, the employees, or the members, or we are looking at other people? What does this dinner represent this time around? What is different about the dinners we know that normally occur at the end of the year?
Well, now, this dinner is for the safety professionals.
Okay.
So anyone that wants to, like my colleague has been saying, you want to resonate with us, you want to be in the space of like-minded people, that promote and believe safety and health, this dinner is for you.
Okay.
You can also join us, Jerome.
Oh, sure.
It is open to non-members. It's open to members and non-members, and we actually sent out an expression of interest for companies that would like to sponsor this dinner. I mean, if you sponsor our dinner, you're showing your commitment to safety.
What are those packages of the sponsorships? Because if you're inviting a company to come and sponsor, but what packages can they, tap into?
Yes, we have several packages. We have a bronze package, we have silver, we have gold, we have platinum.
Okay.
And then we also have the in-kind package. You could have a service. Yeah, you could have a service. You're a good speaker. You could say you're going to be an MC for the dinner. We
Sure.
take
I think we shall have conversations immediately. I'm done here.
We can take that. If you feel there's something you can provide that could make this dinner even much better, we welcome all those offers that you can give us.
You did invite me and said, even me who is a non-member can be part of the dinner.
Yeah.
I think we also have other companies that will be part of the dinner as well. You see, in the private sector, there is no player who comes in without knowing the benefits of the same.
That's true.
Because then they will just be doing charity, which is very, very unpopular around private entities and individuals per se. So what are the benefits that are attached to someone coming in as a sponsor or someone being part of the dinner?
Some of the benefits of being a sponsor to our dinner, of course you get your company branded. All our posters that are going to go out there will have your company logo. We are going to brand our sponsors on all our social media handles, on our website. And then depending on the package that you take, we have a package where we shall help companies. You mentioned an employer. How do you identify the risks in your
business?
Yes, so we have a package that can also do that, because we have a pool of professionals. We can offer that depending on the package that you take. If you take that package, we shall be able to come to your office and do a gap analysis for you, to identify those gaps and how to improve and advise on how you can improve that and many other things that you would get.
Okay, also out of context, where are we going to be having the dinner from? Have you already chosen the location? And yes, the time of everything?
Okay.
Well, the dinner is going to be at Katikati. That's
no, Forest Cottages, Bukoto. The Forest Cottages, Bukoto. It will start from 5 till 8.
Okay.
As we are unwinding the year's stress.
The date?
The date, 9th December.
9th December.
Yeah, very, very close.
So when you look at my entire situation of breaking down for you how you can prepare for these months. November is here, December is here. Well, you can actually hop onto the bus and be part of the SHAO dinner and also be part of the members of SHAO, because as the year is starting, one of the biggest resolutions you can create as an employee or as an employer is looking at safety as a serious precaution for anybody, because you would love your employees to be very happy, very confident that not only are you paying them a good salary at the end of the month, but you also have other allowances attached to that, but also the safety of the environment. Now, gentlemen and lady, as we're winding up, I'll start with Agaba. In 2 minutes, as you're giving us your parting shots, what should a Ugandan consider as a safety measure? What should be the first priority safety measures that any Ugandan should look at if they're working for any company or if they're going into employment? And not only that, your parting shots to all the viewers that we're actually having today.
Oh, well, what should a Ugandan consider in terms of safety and health in their workplace? I'm going to start with the border riders.
Okay.
We have various requirements that we are supposed to put into place in case we are going on the road. You're supposed to have your helmet on.
True.
You're supposed to ensure that the person you're riding actually is firm on the motorbike, so that they don't cause
and even the one being even the one at the back should now buy an helmet, because they are really out on sale.
Exactly, exactly. So because you realize that we are losing many people just because they don't protect themselves. Now, while in a workplace, as a worker, let's say talking to a factory worker, what should you look out for? You should look out for those machines that you're interacting with daily. Are they protected? You should look at your rights as a worker in a workplace. Are you listened to in case you have something you're airing? In case you've observed something that is dangerous for yourself as an employee? Do you have the right to talk it out? Or maybe will you be penalized just because of an accident that maybe is because of a faulty machine? So you as a worker should also look at such issues to ensure that, maybe my workplace, my bosses are caring about my safety or not. So as I part out, I'm going to request all organizations outside there, if you really want to resonate with the Safety and Health Association of Uganda, if you have, maybe we have people selling PPE, we have people producing personal protective equipment, we have people working for the rights of workers outside there. Safety and Health Association of Uganda is the right place to be. These are the right people to partner with, because we are actually bringing this information to the end person, to the end user, that final worker working on the shop floor. We have ways of reaching them through our connections, through our members. So we really welcome you, all of you. And I'm also going to thank our sponsors, Nikosha and Finesi Consultancy. They actually made this happen. They sponsored us. And this is one of the opportunities to actually address one of our objectives of health, of ensuring that we build awareness when it comes to safety and health within the country.
Okay. You're parting shots, Rachel, as we're winding up with our conversation this morning.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jerome, for that. My parting shots, as a worker, my colleague just mentioned, you need to know the basics that you need, yeah? If your job, because you understand your job better than I do, what are the requirements? What are those safety requirements? If you're sitting a lot, what is the comfortable chair that you need? If you're working in a factory, what is the right PPE that you need? This is information that you should have. Also, your company should have a safety policy. What does your safety policy say? Yeah. Again, please follow us on our social media handles, follow our YouTube, like our pages, and then we shall keep sharing that content there so that you get aware of the trainings that are coming up, the things that we are going to do, you know, so that you keep in the know. Also reach out to us. Our contacts on the website, shao.ug.org. You can find us and contact us in case you want to collaborate with us, in case you have an initiative that you want us to support on, in case you have something that you want us to run together. Thank you again, Jerome, for having us here. This is a very good opportunity for us. And personally, I'm humbled to be on your TV set today. I hope you enjoyed our conversation.
All right, my two guests were coming in from the Safety and Health Association of Uganda. At my extreme left, I did have Derek Agaba. Derek serves as the communications officer or head communications at the association. And then the lady who's sitting next to me and also in between the two gentlemen on set this morning is Rachel Natukunda. Rachel is an executive committee member at the association, that is the Safety and Health Association of Uganda. How safe is your workspace? I think these are conversations that you should start having now with your human resource manager or your employer in case you want to extend your stay in your workplace come 2024. The year is coming to an end. Of course, you will be having New Year resolutions, not only buying new things, but also try to consider how safe is the place you're working from, and also how secure is it for you as an individual. I'm Jerome Paul Sonko. You've been watching UBC Good Morning Uganda Extra. The conversations were really rotating around building a safer tomorrow or building a safer Uganda. Hope you did enjoy the conversations. Now, if you missed this or where we started from, you can rush onto our YouTube channel. That is at UBC TV, and you can get more of the same conversations this morning. For now, have a good day, a blessed week as well, and till tomorrow.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Amazina nabanyeta ndiyamu ba Amon Sarongo kandi nanye nukundi kweyeta chairman w'abantu bino burema ahabwa Rushenyi PWD Emyoga Sako.
My name is Nyamuba Amon Salongo, and I serve as the chairman of PWD Emyoga Sako in Rushenyi constituency. As individuals with disabilities, we have greatly benefited from the support we received in the form of 30 million Ugandan shillings seed capital. Despite facing challenges, the impact has been immense. Our SACCO consists of 211 members, and we have utilized the opportunity to engage in goat rearing. By taking advantage of the low interest rates provided, we have been able to purchase goats. While some members have faced difficulties, this initiative has proven beneficial overall. Additionally, we were later granted an additional 20 million Ugandan shillings, which we put to good use. This financial support has played a significant role in the progress of each and every SACCO member. Through these initiatives, we aim to ensure that everyone in our community benefits from our collective efforts.
Junko.
Yo.
Hawachiko. Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Uganda wange, haven't you heard of the parish development model PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, Sebatia. It is real. I and a few friends together formed a SACCO, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a poultry project, and now things are moving.
Junko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
Junko.
Yo.
Hawachiko. Check the shopping, man. What's your
Pick of the day on UBC. Was brought to you by
MTN Momo Pay is the easy way to pay. Dial *165*3# or use the MTN Momo app. You don't need cash. MTN Momo Pay is safe and